Right. Now, in our today's discussion, we are going to discuss simple future tense. And in simple future tense, we simply mean upcoming activity. And we use these three words: will, shall, or be going to. Be going to also means when we discuss that I will do this. So we can also say, I'm going to do this, right? Simple future tense, and then also first form of verb is supposed to be used with these three words. Now, simple future tense expresses an action or situation which will happen in the upcoming time or future. Future time expressions are commonly used, right? So, future time, when we talk about future, upcoming situation or time, we use the following verbs. We shall finish the class. So now shall is representing upcoming situation and upcoming time. We should finish the class till that moment. They will come tomorrow. Now will represent the tomorrow time, and it is future. He is going to get married next year. Now he is the representation of future time period. Next, you can see here, yes, some usages of will. For instance, for future activity, for willingness, for sudden decision. Will is used for three different steps, you can say, for three different aspects. Number one, for future activity, but that must be for, not there. For willingness, when you will something, when you want something, you say, I will it, right? And for sudden decision, when you take a sudden decision, for example, we will meet tomorrow. Now, this is a future activity. We will have test next week. Now, this can be a willingness, right? They will get married next year, right? Now, you will have next test next week, also a sudden decision. They will get married next year. This is a kind of willingness, right? And here the example is change. Now, usages of shall, coming to the shall, there is nowadays, especially, many students are stuck in the differences between will and shall. And it is quite clear shall is chiefly used in old-fashioned formal British English with I, right? In old-fashioned formal British accent, shall is used with I and we to form future tense of most lexical verbs. I shall finish this work by tomorrow. We shall get back home next week. Now, you got and we get the conclusion that shall is the old English British word, right? To be used with the I or we. But now we use also will with I and we. Now, when you be going to is used when we mean, or when we talk about near future activity, we use be going to. For far future activity, we use will. For near future activity, we use be going to. For prediction, if you predict something. For present activity, when you plan something, right? It is informal and can be sometimes written and articulated as gonna, right? It can be, I'm gonna do that. You are gonna supposed to do that. I'm gonna write it. I'm gonna listen it. I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna deliver the lecture. I'm gonna complete future tense today, right? So gonna is used instead of going to. Now I'm going to go. I'm gonna go. Both are right, and both are this one especially is informal, right? I'm going to do. Now we are going to start a new grammar class next week. She is going to come back soon. We are going to start. Now this simply means we will start, right? And this, she is going to come back soon. This means she will come back soon. She will come back soon. So this is also informal way of saying and representing or talking about will. Ali is going to get married in July. The weather is cloudy. It is going to rain. Is going to mean will get married in July. Right? So this is how we are supposed to do and go for future simple tense, and very easy again. Before moving to the future continuous tense, let me share the crucial point about this, that we have only three words. Or for, this one is old English British language word. Before it was going to be used for I and we. And this one, when we mean like the near activity, not for future activity, rather near future activity, and it is also called are considered to be informal use. Okay, moving towards the second kind of future tense, that is called future continuous or progressive tense. Future continuous or future progressive tense. Now, what is the structure? Subject plus will be plus verb ing. Our subject plus be going to be plus verb ing. And this tense is used to show the progress at a particular time in the future. It used to show the progress in a particular time in future. Note, the static time is the continuation point, not the starting point. When we talk about future continued time, consistent, right? That moment, the talking time is a static time and it is not a continuation, right? It will continue in future. Like when we talk about future continues, it means the work will also continue in future, not right now, right? Okay. Like for example, I will be teaching at 5 p.m. tomorrow. So by tomorrow at 5 p.m. I will be teaching. This means future, upcoming situation. They are going to means they will be. He is also must, right? In future continuous tense. They are going to be living in their own house in February 2013. It shows the progressive activity and the future which will be interrupted by another activity. Future continuous tense plus when plus subject, simple present tense. This can also be the possible structure adhere with us. Right, you can see she will be sleeping when you come home. When you come home, she will be sleeping, right? So in the present situation, it can also be used like in the present situation when we express or explain the future time. So that moment we can also use it. Okay. Next, you can see future perfect tense. Sorry, I think I skipped the some of the examples. Future continuous tense is really, yeah. Future continuous tense usages example. Oh, yeah. Okay. That is future perfect tense. There were no such more examples. By the way, I will share the rest with you. Now, in perfect tense, future perfect tense, there is a structure for positive subject plus will have plus third form of verb plus complement. In negative, not after will, and in interrogative, will comes before a subject. Now, in usages, it is used to show an action or situation that will or won't be completed before another action or time in the future. Like until another action or time is started, this must be not completed. Right? This is called future perfect tense. Two actions will happen in future, but one will happen earlier and the other will happen later on. Earlier first action, future perfect simple. And later second action, simple present tense. Now, there will be an example and then it's quite clear. Yes, you can see here, by the next time or before or when, we use that with the simple present tense plus future. Now, before you come, it is a present time. I will have cleaned the house. I will have cleaned the house is now future perfect tense, right? So it can also be used with the present simple tense to represent to have a exact clear meaning. Next, you can see here, future perfect continuous tense. Now, in future perfect continuous tense, the subject is will have after subject, the structure, sorry, the subject plus will have plus be. Been is an extra word and ing with verb, not third form. Then we have not only after will in negative and will before in the of the sentence in interrogative. Now, usages, it is used to emphasize the duration of an action that will or won't be in progress before another action or time in the future are, right? Are two actions will happen in future, but one will happen earlier and the other will happen later. Now, earlier and later situation when it happens or occurs like before and when by the time it mostly will be having the similar kind of behavior. Now, so it means, yeah, it means that, but only whatever that before after these words we can use simple present tense and then future perfect continuous tense. For example, I will have been sleeping for 30 minutes before you come office, right? I will have been sleeping for 30 minutes before you come office. Now, I will have been sleeping is future perfect continuous. Before you come from office, is this is a present simple tense, right? Okay, so in the tenses, we reach on the conclusion, and the statement that at the end, the last suggestion, the statement is the tenses is paramount part and the grammar, right? One must be having very good command on tenses if he is serious to have to avoid to avoid grammatical mistakes, right? So tenses is done very easy, very important and also easy interesting, right? But on tenses and any other and a grammatical topic that we forget sometimes, we are supposed to use that. Like let's suppose you learn future perfect, future simple continuous, and future perfect continuous. Now the moment is at here to think about the and make the sentences of this the same tense, right? Now when we make mistakes even, so from those mistakes it will be clear to us like, oh, this is mistake, and then it will improve, right? So tenses are very important, very crucial for speaking, both for writing section and academic approach, especially where we do care and we are supposed to be very careful regarding our grammatical mistakes and all such mistakes, right? Like nowadays, people appear in English exams, like for the for moving abroad, like the European state or any other. Now, the moment they appear in real exam, mostly when they sit for computer-based exam, they give and they take, they pair for artificial intelligence. This is checked by artificial intelligence. Now it checks your each grammar, sentence, grammar, punctuation, comma, sentence structure, word starting and closing like other. But now if a person is having good command on tenses and some other topics like subject verb agreement, noun antecedent agreement, conditional, some of the few of the topics like 7, 8 maximum in number. Now if you would be having a very good command on them, you can perform the best, even in writing and in speaking. So here we cannot deny the fact that tenses are very important